Okay, this something that you're the perfect person to speak on is the evolution of this battle rap style. Like fans are dictating
what's
you know
actually...
what they think is hot, and you know things going full circle. And you've been one of the only people that hasn't really changed their style. I mean, you've upgraded it for the better. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I've always been a little mixed. You got to understand, I started as a street battler first of all, so I acknowledge that street battling is a limited art form. You can't really do much with it. It's very limited. It's a box. You know what I mean? You got only so many options you could choose. You know what I mean? And shoot this, shoot that, move this, move that. There's only so many things, not just gun bars, but there's just only so many things that the group of people could relate to you. And that's why, like, street battling is famous right now and everything, but it can never be as big as what we do, and the future is going to show that. Like, and I'm one of those guys who's been known to predict everything to happen, you know what I'm saying? I know how patterns work in society, you know what I mean? Now it could die off because of the fans ruining shit, because these new fans, like, they'll hear somebody say, I'll hit you with the metal like Destro, or metal to your head like RoboCop, or these are really crazy bars for these new guys, and they think that shit's really dope. So
I got a prime example. So when you battled Chilla, even though it was on short notice, so it wasn't like the best rhymes y'all could come up with ever for each other, it's still like there's a lot of people in the comments like, yo, Chilla destroyed Dizaster, what are you talking about? Like, when you look at comments like that, are you kind of like, fuck, like, people don't even understand my style anymore?
Well, no, it makes me feel like, well, it's not understanding my style, it's like, you know what I mean, and I hope Chilla doesn't look at this as a shock, because Chilla is a fucking incredible writer, and he's a great rapper, you know what I mean, regardless of what, again, I said about him in the battle. It makes me feel like the shit's dying because the soul's not there anymore. You know what I mean? These new kids, they don't have it. They don't come from what we came from. They're just stupid fucking spectators that think they have the knowledge and experience to actually judge a battle or give their opinion. Like, a lot of these kids don't know what battling really is. A lot of, like, you can never be like a street battler and be the #1 battler in the world. You can never do that. There's no such thing as a #1 battler in the world being a street battler, because you're just the #1 street battler. That's what you are. You know what I'm saying? Like Mook. Like, he considers himself like the best of all time. Yeah, maybe in the street shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? But not in battling. Battling is different. Battling, the essence of battling came from everything opposite of what they do today, and how they're ruining, like, the art form, you know what I mean? With all the fake shit and the fucking negativity and the fake shooting and fucking all the violence, and everything is driven by violence. Like, everything has to be, it's cool to have like a punch you, fuck you up, stab you bar here and there, but there has to be content, and like, these battles don't really have content like that, and they're just observational punchlines. Like, everything has became less work. Somebody will look at 2 words and they'll just separate them from each other, and that's their punchline. The punchline's already there. How could I explain this to you? Just give me like a product, like
shampoo, Head and Shoulders.
Like, okay, like we've used that before. Like, it's like, I'll hit you in your head and shoulders, but what did you do right there? You did nothing but just call out what you seen. Like, you know what I mean? So there's no more painting pictures, there's no more, and the whole thing about battle rapping was making people laugh. Yes, it doesn't have to be jokes. We're not saying stand-up comedy jokes. That's whack. We don't want stand-up comedians, but we want funny battlers, because people want to come have a good time, bro. They want to have, yeah, we want to hear some oohs and ahs, but we want to have fun, bro. If you can't move a crowd, if you can't take a person and give him a feeling that will change his emotions, if you can't change a person's day, brighten the shit up, make them laugh while they're having a fucking worst time in their life, then you're really not doing your job right, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why things are coming full circle, and the reason why I'm the biggest international battler in the world, and I'm known in every fucking country, and none of these guys are known in any of these countries, nobody knows who they are, you know what I mean? Is because their style is limited and only appeals to a certain group of people. And the niche shit is what kills battle rap, you know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to fucking deal with that shit. Nobody wants to hear shit that they have to research to understand, bro. Nobody cares about that shit. And like, you know, URLs, you know, Smack growing up was an incredible brand. I just feel like the URL thing was like kind of like it's like the watered down version of what Smack was. See, you gotta pay attention. I would never disrespect Smack, because I grew up on that. That would be stupid for me to do because there was a point in time where that's all we had. They were running this shit. They put this shit together. URL and Smack are two completely different things to me. Back in the day, to come to Smack, you had to have 10, 12 rounds on you of fire, and you didn't know who you were battling. That's that real shit. That's when street battling, to me, could compete with overall battling because it still had that raw, improvising, like, I'll murk you on the spot shit. They don't got that no more. These fucking kids come and prepare 1 or 2 rounds and they come with the same movements and they have no, like, character or identity, dog. Like, it's like, how is that different from just a bunch of motherfuckers auto-tuning on the radio? We want to talk shit about all these guys auto-tuning. How is what these guys doing different? Like, a lot of these guys are really good, but that's why I love Excel. You know what I mean? People might sometimes hear me and be like, oh, this fool got something against the East Coast. Oh, he don't like New York. No, you motherfuckers, I learned all my shit from New York. New York is the mecca, you know what I'm saying? People like Excel embody that. But he's not famous at all. Nobody fucking cares about him like that. Why? He's the guy. That style, that fucking New York shit, that... They fucked it up. They killed it. They're doing this weird shit. And when I step up, it steps up for up steps and get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was clowning that Gjonaj kid too. Like, he's another kid that.
So what happened with you and Gjonaj? Like what?
Nothing. He's just been talking shit online. He's like mad that I imitated him.
Somebody said that you said that you'd battle him and he declined, and then you got.
He like lied about a bunch of shit online. He said Philmon reached out to him. Dog, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't fucking work with Philmon. The Philmon thing was done with the Cassidy shit. Like, fuck you talking about? Like, for real? Philmon reached out to you? That's some shit that Philmon reached out to you for. What do I have to do with that? And if they reached out to them to battle me, nobody fucking called me about that. I know Daylight, I think, was trying to do some shit with Philmon. Maybe that's what he's talking about, but Daylight didn't even hit me up about it. Like, I guess that whole thing fell through before I even knew about it, so I would have never agreed to that. I asked Gjonaj to battle me instead of Marv 1, and, you know, T-Top right away jumped on it. Fool got that gutter mentality. He's ready to go. T-Top is ready to go, but he couldn't get out of his contract. Marv 1 took it. Gjonaj said, you know, I don't know what he told the middlemen or people we were talking. He was not ready, bro. It was all kinds of excuses, like, I don't know. And I'm not gonna battle him anymore because he thinks he's hot shit. So I'm just gonna let him suffer. Like, I will end your career when I bend you and steer. He like told me he's gonna hurt my career in capital letters. Like, he's like typing a paragraph and it's like all these, listen here, man, they reached out to me, I will hurt your career. Then he goes back to like small, like lowercase, but like, I will hurt your careers in capital. You know what I mean? Like, I will hurt it. Like, he probably banged each letter like as hard as he can. I will hurt your career. If hurt your steer, was steer hurt careers. If careers hurt your steer, then steer your eat a dick, bro. And shut the fuck up. Stop talking about me. We're not battling. Like, that's it. I only respect motherfuckers that are ready to go. Like, if you ain't got it like that, if you can't put together some shit in 2-3 weeks, get the fuck out of here, bro. You've already had 15 years to prepare for me. You know, Gjonaj is like a straight, like, fucking imitation of me. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, you know what I'm saying? I just written all over his fucking face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that we're both Arab or whatever the fuck he is. He just has a little street twist to his shit because, you know, the area he's probably in. Like, he's in Detroit, he's in Michigan. That's that style out there right now. So he has a little, you know, of that influence. But it's like, he doesn't even have a real voice. Like, if I ever battle Gjonaj, I won't battle him unless he battles me in his real voice. I'm not battling you with that voice. Come with your real voice and I'll battle you. Hey, yeah.